Hello, my name is Susan, and I'm a 62-year-old woman that retired, and I sold my house, and I'm traveling the world on my bicycle. I hope you will join me for my adventure. Thank you. Good morning. It's day 50, and I'm so glad to be back on my bicycle. I had 2 very good rest days in Pamplona, and now I'm heading out. I am on the Camino Frances and also Eurovelo 1 and Eurovelo 3. They're all together right here. And for the next few days, I'm going to be off and on of the Camino Frances. So it's really nice because I'm able to see some of the people that are walking the Camino Frances and also some of the people that are riding it. So a lot more people out on the trail. It's going to be a warm day. I think it's going to get up to 90 degrees. It's already pretty warm. So I will check in later. Well, 8.5 miles into my ride today, I got my first flat. I guess it's like 1,700 miles into my ride, so maybe not so bad. I was kind of hoping someone that had experience repairing tubeless tires would ride by, but it seems like I'm just off the main cycle route. It's over there. I don't know. Anyway, I need to plug this tire, figure it out. So I guess I'm going to watch a little YouTube video, probably something I should have done before I started this, and figure out how to repair my tire. So, oh well, I'll check in a little bit later. Well, day 50 was a bust. I made it about 8.5 miles out of town and then had a problem with my tire and it could not be fixed on the side of the road. I had 2 very nice men, local men, that stopped and helped me. And the first one, we looked at the tire and looked at the possibilities and decided that it needed to go to a shop. And then the second one loaded everything in his van and brought me back to the Holiday Inn. It's a Sunday here, so there are no bicycle shops open today. So I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow and go walk over to Intersport. That's going to be my first choice with my rear wheel and see if I can get it fixed. I do think it's ironic that this is the tire that I had replaced. The one that I didn't have replaced is still fine. So yeah, it's got a big hole in it. I don't know what I hit. I mean, it was on a gravel road, but oh well, the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray, and now I have another rest day. So I'm going to take advantage of that, edit some videos, and enjoy one more night in the hotel. And hopefully tomorrow I'm back on the road. Good morning. It is day 51, and I'm walking my rear wheel and blown tire into a bike shop in Pamplona. Trying very hard just to enjoy the extra rest that I got because of my flat yesterday, but I'm really ready to be riding after 2 planned 0 days. Now to have this added day and a half, it's just like I'm ready to go. But trying to decide whether I want to continue with the tubeless tires. I gotta check and see which way to go here. What do I do? Looks like I turn, but it says not to go that way. Well, I think I will continue forward. There's another way to go here. Anyway, I'm on a path leading into the town center of Pamplona, and anyway, back to what I was saying. Trying to decide whether to stay with the tubeless tires or go back to tubes. I've really enjoyed the tubeless, and I mean, I've gone over 1,700 miles without a flat. But yesterday, when I had a flat, I had no way of dealing with it. Even if I had the little plug thing, the way that it sliced into the tire, I don't think I would have been able to do anything with it. And if I had a tube, or if it was set up for tubes. I actually did have a tube, but because we didn't know how to get the stem out for the tubeless tire, and I didn't want the guy guessing, he pulled out a knife cutter thing, and I'm like, no. So anyway, I think that if I'd had a tube, I would have been able to replace the tube, pump it up, and keep going. And so maybe I'll have more flats with the tube, but I'll be able to deal with them. So then the other thing is I only have my rear wheel with me. So if I go with the tube, then I'm going to have the front wheel without a tube, tubeless, and the rear wheel with the tube, which I would remedy that the next time I got a new tire for the front, but the front's been doing okay. So I don't know. I hope that when I get to the shop, the guy speaks enough English to where I can ask him some questions and get his opinion. I could have gone to Intersport, which was closer to my hotel, but I wanted to go to a bicycle specific shop because I think there'll be more expertise there. Maybe not, but it just means a little bit of extra walking. So the Intersport was pretty much right across the road from my hotel, but I think this is good. There's an interesting little statue, monument. So hopefully I get this fixed and I head out. I will re-ride the 8.5 miles that I rode yesterday. I may look for a slight alternate route to not ride on the gravel road that I got my flat on. I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure I wouldn't get a flat again, but something about it. Anyway, I'll have to look at that while they're working on my tire and see what my route will be to go out of town. All right, I'll check in and let you know what I decide. All right, got my tire fixed, got a repair. It required an inside patch, and it was definitely nothing that could have been done by me out on the route. So I'm glad that I came back into town. I did learn a little bit more about how I could have put the tube in there, but honestly it required a tool that I didn't have on my bike and didn't know that I needed. So I'm okay with that also. I did manage to get a haircut while I was waiting on my tire to be repaired, which was nice. It has been like 5 months since I've gotten a haircut. So anyway, I feel by the time I walk back to the hotel and get loaded up, it's going to be early afternoon, and hopefully I can get in a few miles and get out of Pamplona before I need to set up camp for the night or find a place to sleep. All right, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll check in later when I'm on my bike. Well, this day, I don't think I was meant to ride again. I came back to the hotel, put my rear wheel back on the bike, rode less than half a kilometer and the patch blew and spewed that sealant stuff all over me. So now I'm here in front of the Holiday Inn Express, waiting on the bike shop to come pick me up with my bike. So it's nice that they're coming to pick me up, because otherwise I would have to figure out a way to leave my bike here again, and I don't have a room, and then I would have to walk my tire over there. So I'm glad they're coming to pick me up, I assume in a van or something that can hold my bike. So I don't know if I'm going to ride today or not. So frustrating. Well, I'll let you know what happens. There's my bike. It's still flat. It is hot, hot, hot this afternoon in Spain, but I'm happy to be on my bike and finally escaping Pamplona. I was beginning to wonder if it was ever going to happen. So I'll take you along with me and show you a little bit of the terrain that I'm riding through. Too dark to see me, but I'm in my tent, so you get my voice. I'm stealth camping here off of the side of the Camino Frances route, which is also the Eurovelo 1 and the Eurovelo 3 route. So it was kind of a fun day as far as having all of the Pellegrinos along the route, and people riding and walking. Ended up having to buy a new tire and didn't start riding until almost 3 o'clock. So I only got in about 33 miles or so. So kind of a frustrating day there. But and now I've got a mosquito in here flying around. It's good you can't see me because I'm like sweating at mosquitoes. Yeah, it was a hot day. It was about 90 degrees, and so because I started riding so late, I ended up not setting up camp until close to 10 o'clock, and which was good. It meant I could stealth camp, and so. Anyway, that's it for today, and I will check in the morning. Hopefully tomorrow is just like a normal riding day.